All right, we're going to begin today's session with on the Star Trek Navajo. Just a small, quick recap. The At the end of the last session, Dera the Orion Queen pirate managed to take over the Navajo through some scrutiny phishing scam on board the Navajo's computer with the virus, and managed to get the first officer's command codes, along with suddenly losing contact with her own vessel, the D7. And when they managed to make contact with D7, it turned out that one Maquis member, Mr. Tolan, managed to take over the vessel. And in a fit of rage, she made a last-ditch effort to attempt to destroy her own ship, while hopefully continuing her escapade of trying to take the Navajo. With that, though, we are going to cut back in time a little bit. We're going to start the scene off with Vogel.
Did my shuttle blow up?
For the sake of certain things, we're going to use. There we go. We're going to use the runabout here real quick, even though you're on just actually a shuttle. So we'll ignore most of the rest of the map here. That is interesting. There we go. A little bit better. Vogel, you are cruising along in the runabout. Your shuttlecraft that you managed to escape the Navajo in. You deployed your emergency beacon to try to call for help when you receive after about, we'll say, 10 minutes in your travel time, heading to the nearest, I believe, the Federation outpost. You receive a hail.
I'll check to see who and where it's from.
The marker is indicating a Federation signal.
Then I'll verbally say, "Oh, thank God," and I'll open the channel.
When you open the channel, on the little screen side monitor you have there, it shows an image of Tolan, and he speaks. Lieutenant Vogel. He picked up the Navajo's distress signal.
No. It can't be. It can't be.
Vogel, I hate to say this, but we're the closest ship here, and we were already coming to the aid of the Navajo. You want my help or not?
But you're Maquis. How can you? No, I can't.
Vogel, calm down and relax for a minute. Look, you're about to lose the Navajo, and I have a solution for you. And I could deeply use your help with it. So you want to save your ship or not?
I can't fail the captain. I can't fail.
You're not failing the captain. You're helping not only your captain, but the rest of the Navajo. You gotta take a leap of faith, Vogel.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Clock's ticking, Vogel.
Fine. How can you help?
You managed to escape them in that shuttlecraft. They'll probably spot my radio here. How about I beam over? Just me, no one else. I have an isolator chip that you need to insert into the engineering computer core. That's going to help stop the virus. But I can bring. But I need. I don't want to transfer all the information just in case they're here. This is not a secured line.
I don't see how I have any choice. Gonna have to. Fine. Lowering shields.
All right, and you see the Maquis Raider kind of pop up on your sensors a bit there, and after a little bit, the Raider comes out of warp and kind of stops near you. And after a little bit, Tolman beams aboard with his hands raised.
Definitely pointing a phaser at him as soon as he beams in.
You can clearly see an older type of Starfleet, like one of the ones from like an older phaser, like attached to ship. Like I know I'm armed, but trust me, it's part of the plan. Now you can disarm me for right now if you want, and he just kind of motions that you can take the weapon. I know you don't trust me, but I promise you I'm here to help.
I'll motion with the phaser. I need to attack Toll if we're gonna pull this off.
Well, I wasn't planning on us getting into a firefight in a shuttlecraft, let alone a Maquis Raider. And that's gonna be a distance. I figure with your piloting skills, and you'll be able to get back on the Navajo. This should be a walk in the park. He's like, can I lower my hands?
The letters, the faxes. It was when faxes.
Hot Mike. Yeah. Yes. Sit.
He lowers his hands and he takes his seat. He reaches into his inner coat pocket, showing his other hand. Reaches out, hands you a data pad, and then also an isolinear chip. There's a couple of things you're going to need to do when you board the Navajo. You're going to have to go to the main the computer core in the main the engineering section of the ship, and you're going to have to disconnect it from the other two computer cores. Insert this isolinear chip in section 12 on the second level, and then follow the sequence here. That's going to erase all of the command codes in the entire computer system. And then you're going to need to put your command codes in there to take over the ship.
how do I know this isn't some trick that you're trying to pull? How do I know you're not in league with that D7 and the Orions?
He kind of gives you this disappointing look on his face. Look. Pulls out like a photograph of him, a woman, and cradling a baby. Vogel, I owe everything to the Navajo right now. They saved my wife and child a couple months ago. You remember that away team mission we were on?
I remember.
Yeah, my wife was there. She was one that captured. I normally don't go around announcing this because I don't want to put her and my child in danger. But I fight for them. And I owe Captain Perone a lot. So I want to make sure I save him and the rest of his crew to make us even. Can you believe in that?
At this point, I'm desperate. I'm gonna have to trust you. I can't fail. I can't.
All right. Well, let's head back to the ship. And what you're going to do is you're going to beam me on board that D7. And I'm going to cause wreak some havoc.
By yourself.
I estimate that she's doing a typical boarding exercise, especially with that D7 crew. Most of her men on board the Navajo at this point. Plus, in order for this to work, I need to be on there to, well, get a little payback. Also, keep that virus from spreading to the engineering, or keep that virus from taking over the ship in its entirety. The only way this works is we work together. You think you can handle that?
Fine.
All right. Take us back.
And I'll set a course back to the Navajo.
No roll needed. And with that, we're going to jump back over to the Navajo. Solak, where are you currently at?
I was climbing a ladder heading to the other computer core, the one near engineering.
All right. You had just gotten done talking with.
Van Dyer.
Yeah. You make it out of the Jeffries tubes, and you are near the other computer core in the engineering section.
Is there that sort of anesthesia gas in this particular corridor right now?
No.
Okay. I take off my breathing mask. I take it that I'm still armed, and I have my
Yes.
phaser with me. And I move forward down the hallway here, and I see if this door is open or closed.
It's just a junction.
Okay. I peek down the hallway here, I guess, and I see some people in there.
Sorry, I'm trying to set up. The door is actually closed, so you don't see these guys. I do apologize.
Okay. It's okay.
I forgot.
I figured there were people in there based upon the last
Yeah.
game.
But as you do so, you hear a transporter sound coming down the hallway.
I look at the individual and I cock an eyebrow and I say, Lieutenant, this is a most interesting time for you to beam in.
Commander, thank God I found you. I think I have a way to save the ship and purge the computers of this virus.
I am open to your suggestion.
I don't exactly trust the source of this, but if it works, I think we can regain control. And I'll toss the pad over to him with the instructions.
Okay. Assuming Solak reads the instructions. Are you there, Solak?
Technical difficulties?
Uh-oh. He lost internet.
Ruh-roh.
Not good.
We were just talking about the internet earlier. We might have jinxed it.
Exactly.
The tubes in Canada must be failing right now.
The two, exactly. Al Gore heard you and you're being punished.
I'm not being punished. Although maybe I am. I might, if you can't return, I might have to do this myself.
Eek. Well, I'll just say Solak is reading the pad at the moment. Give him a minute or a few minutes to recover that. Where is Nox at? I believe Nox was at the other.
I was with the commander. We got into a fight, and then I had to leave at 6. So
Yeah, you managed to take over. You did
I
manage to
did
take over that computer core. So
great. Then I'm probably still trying to work on that to make sure at least this one's liberated. And if possible, but or whatever I can do.
After you left, that's the core where they managed to get the first officer's command codes.
Should I throw it in a level 5 diagnostic that's so deep that it's going to slow them down? Or a level 1, I guess, isn't it? Whichever one's the highest, you know. I guess that would be a level 1.
Sorry about that, everybody.
No worries.
So yeah, I'm just on my cell phone right now. I'm trying to reboot my router to see if it's a router issue as opposed to an outage issue. What I said before my internet went down, GM, was I asked Vogel if where Vogel had gotten this information.
Did we want to go back to the scene with Solok or
Yeah,
stay where you are?
we'll
Okay.
go back to that real quick, and then I'll just jump back and forth.
Sounds good.
Not long after I was able to get a shuttle off the ship, my distress call was picked up by Tolan.
He found you, and he relayed this information to you for reasons that are not clear to me.
He said something about owing the captain for rescuing his family.
Interesting. I see no logical reason why Mr. Tolan would assist us, but I also see no logical reason why Mr. Tolan would aid Dera and these Orions. Therefore, I am inclined to agree that this information is accurate.
That's why I said I'm not exactly sure we can trust the source, but if you think it'll work.
The information seems logical. You seem to think that it is worth giving to me on some level.
I
And
don't know what other options we have.
this seems to be the most logical option presented at this time, and the one that could provide the highest probability of success. The next step, though, is entering the computer core.
We had to disconnect the secondary computer cores, right? I remember that being a
There's
thing.
3 computer cores. You have to isolate this one, essentially, and essentially isolate, remove its
Yes, sir.
connection to the other 2, so that way they're not acting in redundancy.
Okay.
By the way, sorry everybody, my internet looks to be back, so I'm just logging back in real quick.
Huzzah.
Huzzah! So it's probably a router issue.
Yeah, don't you love when you have to reset the thing just randomly?
Yeah, you know, I'd rather it that than a major outage. So, hold on, I'm going to jump back onto Discord on my computer. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Thank you. Sorry for that hold up. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Say something again.
Sure. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, good. GM, I think you were saying that we had to isolate this computer core from the other computer cores, correct?
Correct. First, and then the way he described it is you have to insert this isolinear chip, sort of replace it with the other one, and the one that's already in the computer core, which is down a level, and then do essentially a hard reset on the entire computer core.
Okay.
And then
So go ahead, sorry.
And then you input new command codes right away.
So the chip that you're talking about is what's in my hand right now, right? the chip that I have to
I
replace.
just threw you the pad. I think I still have the chip.
You've got the chip. Okay. All right. So you've got the chip. We have to go down the corridor they're in right now and place that chip in the computer core here to reset. That's the first thing that we have to do. So make sure that I'm capturing all that.
The first step is to isolate this computer core. So you have to disconnect it from the other two, which can be done here.
Okay. Yeah, can be done here. So Solak would know that in order to do that, he's got to enter this computer core to disconnect it from the other cores, right?
Right.
Okay. So he can't do that from like a panel here in the conduit or anything like that. He's got to actually go inside here, right?
Correct.
Got it. Okay. So that's step one. We have to disconnect this computer core from the rest of the cores, and then we go to the following steps after that. Solak would know based upon him hearing it through did the comm badge cut out when Van Dyer and them had to fight the other
Yes.
guys in the computer core? Okay, so he doesn't know. Okay. Can I do a roll to see whether or not he would be suspicious as to whether or not there's potentially bad guys in this core? Because obviously, as a player, I know that they're in there, but I want to keep it consistent here.
It would be safe to assume that there's probably bad guys in there because they had one at the other core. So,
All right,
it's
so I'll
safe to
play
assume it.
Then I'll play it that way. And Solak says to Vogel, "It is logical that there are intruders in this computer core if they have gained access to our computer systems. Arm yourself. This could get rough."
Aye, sir. And I'll pull out the phaser.
This door is closed. Can it manually be opened through an access panel, or can I physically open the doors?
I'll just draw where the door is at.
Okay. Oh, so the door's down there. Okay. So this is just an open space right here.
This is because I do boxes for the corridors. So
Solak will. You did a great job, by the way. Thank you. Solak will make his way down the corridor and motion for Vogel to follow him. And he'll go to this side of the door. And Solak says, "When I open the door, I will go high, you will go low. I will focus on this side. You will focus on that side. Understood?"
Yes, Commander.
Prepare yourself. And then Solak will... I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can do here other than opening this door. But time is of the essence. So is this door something that he can manually open?
Right now, power's back. So
Power is back. Okay. Then Solak opens the door. He stays here. I think Vogel. I guess from a combat standpoint, I think Solak is basically asking you to be in a ready stance, so that way if there's anything here,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna crouch, use the wall as cover.
Mm-hmm. Solak is doing something similar, but he has to obviously make himself a little bit more exposed to open the door, and he'll be in a ready stance for anything in this direction. And he opens the door.
Okay, it's minor action. So
okay.
The door opens. You immediately see this guy as he's walking around. He kind of stops and looks at the two of you. It is still your turn, Solak.
Solak says, "I'm afraid I am out of Girl Scout cookies." And Solak will shoot him to stun.
Control security difficulty 2.
And don't be afraid to spend some threat here to try to get us some momentum.
Oh, I won't. I'll buy at least one die with threat.
I like the
I don't-
cookie line.
Any chance to revisit that?
Gain a momentum. And as you peek around the door, door open, you see him, and you immediately take a phaser shot at him. Did that not work right?
I heard it, but I didn't see the effect. There we are. There we are.
It gets wonky sometimes. All right. That was your action. It does
he
pass to
stunned?
them. Yeah, he is stunned. He falls down unconscious. Does the turn pass?
I don't think we
I
have
think it
anything that
has.
can keep it. Yeah, it has to.
This guy hears the sound, goes, "What? Here's the phaser shot. I'm gonna use his minor." He kind of moves in there and goes, "Ah." Spend an extra minor to aim, but he is going to target you, Solak. I am assuming you're in cover, so this
Yes.
will be a opposed roll. So give me daring security.
Take another threat.
Nice.
Well, he did aim. I'll spend the one threat. You know what? He might. Well, I don't think it matters, but I'll reroll anyway. Gain 2 momentum as his shot.
Can we spend 2 threat to counterattack? Is that a thing?
Yes, it is. But his shot goes wild. It kind of, impacts the side of the door, near where Solak was as he ducks in. You can spend 2 momentum if you want to counterattack and shoot him instead.
Then Solak would be the one counterattacking, right?
Yes, you'd be spending. You wouldn't roll. It's just since you're the winner of the results, you'd be spending the 2 momentum to, hit him instead. So
Hit him instead. Okay.
yeah.
You like that idea, Vogel?
I think so. It takes one more down.
Okay, I'll do it.
As his shot misses, and you quickly were able to, seize the opportunity and take him out. Turn passes to you.
I can't see anything to the left here, right?
Correct, because they're not in view.
Okay.
There's a big
Is
cylinder
this-
thing called a computer core. Those are stairs going down.
Okay. I guess I'm going to enter the computer core to try to secure it. So I think I'm going to move along the outer wall here
Okay.
towards the stair. I'm just not sure how far I can go.
Okay. Well, you move there. You see him and him. As he's getting ready to point this one here, as he sees you run, as he has his phase or his disruptor pistol drawn and getting ready to try and shoot you.
Still mine?
Yeah, it's still your turn. You have your major action.
Okay. I'm going to spend the momentum for an extra minor to aim.
Okay.
And then I will shooty this.
Okay. Control security difficulty 2.
I'll give you a threat. Actually, can I spend my determination, I guess, on the mission directive to regain control of the ship?
Sure.
I'll re-roll the 17 with aim. Ah!
1 momentum gained. And you manage, before he has a chance to take aim at you, you take him out.
I needed that to be a success because I was going to swift task. Oh well.
Yeah. It was worth it, though. Good idea.
All right. I'm assuming it passes.
Yes.
Yep.
Last man standing.
It would be logical to surrender.
His idea of surrendering is death no matter what. So he takes his chances. He moves
He's
forward.
ecstatic. He's ecstatic. He gets to shoot his gun.
He's gonna minor to aim. Realizing he's the last one standing, he's not gonna pull any punches, so I won't make this deadly.
Ouch.
That is a hit. You can avoid with 4, taking 4.
I will.
All right. As the shot just narrowly misses you, like skinning the top of your uniform, realizing that was a close one. The turn passes as we reset back to you guys. So who wishes to go next?
Vogel, you want to go?
I forgot we had Faith of the Heart and Untapped Potential. God!
I always forget untapped potential. I always forget it.
And Faith of the Heart was the
play
momentum.
this song. You should have to play the song when you.
Yeah.
You're
Or
going next,
actually, I'm not going to move. Yeah, I think I have to.
Yeah, you want to eat the momentum to aim?
Actually, I don't need to because I'm not going to move.
Oh, sorry, you haven't moved.
Because I think I can get him right without hitting the cord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be able to.
Then I will aim, and I will use the momentum for an extra dice. And why not? I'll give you 2 threat.
Oh, goody. Control security difficulty 2.
I feel like fishing.
Fly fishing.
Boom!
Oh!
Gain 3. And you
Untap.
You could get a threat, GM.
hit him dead center. And he drops. Not invisible. Wrong button. And that pulls out of combat.
Solak enters the room, looks down at the Orion and looks at Vogel and says, "Are you injured, Lieutenant?"
It's nothing. It's just a scratch. We gotta
The
hurry.
chip, please. We should insert it into the core.
And I'll pull it out of the pocket and hand it to Solak.
I'm
Solak says, please.
going to remind you guys. You said to disconnect this core first from the other two.
That's right. Disconnect.
Yes.
So Solak says, please cover me, Lieutenant, while I disconnect the core. There are other Orions that could beam in here at any moment.
Okay. Give me a control plus engineering difficulty of 4.
Difficulty of 4. I will use my determination. Mission directive.
Sure.
And I will buy at least 1 die with momentum so that I can activate cautious engineering. Question is, should I buy another die? Screw it. I'll buy another die. So I'll use the momentum to buy a die. So I'm rolling 4 die plus the determination.
Correct. Yeah, you just set it to you set to roll 4, and it'll automatically just make sure
Got it.
determination is checked.
From a focus standpoint, this is repairs and maintenance. Since I'm deactivating this, I would know how to do it. Or computers.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. So 4 die with a focus and the determination.
Gain a momentum.
Did I fish that 19, Vogel?
Always fish.
Yeah, I'm gonna fish it. I'll fish it.
The captain's pastime is fishing, so we must always fish.
You know what? I have to remind myself of that. You're right. That was almost an 8. That still was a success. So
2 momentum gained.
Right.
And in quick succession, you managed to essentially pull the leads to the other 2 computer cores that lead here. Essentially cutting this core off from the other 2.
Solak says, I have isolated this core from the other computer cores. And out of character, I say, now is the time that we insert the chip, if I'm correct, right? If I'm right on that? I think I am.
Well, we have the instructions, so we just follow the instructions.
Yes, yes, it's
The next step is the chip.
yes.
Okay. Please hand me the chip, Lieutenant.
I'll move next to Solak and hand him the chip.
Let us hope that Mr. Toland's information is indeed accurate. And he will insert the chip into the computer core per Toland's instructions.
Okay, give me an insight plus engineering difficulty of 3 to find the appropriate location where this isolinear chip goes.
Difficulty 3. I take it I can use a focus. I'll buy a die with momentum. Question is, should I roll? Yeah, I should roll 3. Go ahead and take 2 threat, and I will roll a 4th die. Oh, sorry, was it control engineering?
Insight.
No, I rolled that wrong. I can re-roll it if you want.
I
Because
don't
my
think
roll
it
was really good.
matters. You have a complication, though.
I do have a complication, which I'm going to re-roll. So no, it doesn't matter. My rolls were fantastic. Except for the complication.
I mean, you can just leave the complication.
Oh, shit, I just did the same thing. Oh, no, it's going to stay. It's going to stay. It's going to stay.
Okay, you managed to find...
3 momentum. Is that it?
Yes, you gained 3 momentum.
All right. Thank you.
You managed to find the appropriate location as you pull the old isotoner chip out and replace it with this one. Vogel, you start getting a garbled communication from Tolan, and he asked, Vogel, and it kind of cuts out. You just, and you hear shooting in the background of disruptor fire. Have you gotten to the computer core yet?
We're inserting the chip now.
Per your instructions, Mr. Tolan.
Is that a and you hear a lot of explosion in the background.
It would seem that time is very much of the essence here.
You gotta shut down the core and then do the wipe now. And cuts out.
Per his instructions, after inserting the chip, is it then time to shut down the core and then do the hard
Yes.
reboot?
Yes.
Right. Is the hard reboot done in this room, or do I have
Yes.
to go down those stairs?
Well,
It's in this room.
technically, I'm kind of you're going up and down the steps here. So when
Got
you're
it.
doing all
Got
this,
Got it.
so
All right. He will initiate the hard reboot.
give me a control plus engineering. Difficulty of 4, complication range of 2. This is where the complication comes in.
Got it. I'm just checking something real quick with Chief Engineer. That's repairs to a starship, so I don't think that matters. Can I institute testing a theory here? Or testing a theory. When you attempt a task using engineering, the first bonus D20 you purchase is free, so long as you were successful at a previous task covering the same scientific or technical field.
Sure.
So that will give me a die for free, and it's a difficulty 4, you said?
Yes. Complication range 2.
Complication range 2. I'll buy another die then with momentum. So if that free die is free, is the next die 1 momentum or 2 momentum?
2 momentum.
2 momentum, right. So that gives
Or
me
momentum
4
threat.
die.
Yeah, it's just, it costs, 2.
Yeah. So I'll use that, plus it'll allow me to activate cautious. So 4 die for this roll here. Anybody think I should go for 5 die?
Can't hurt.
Can't hurt. That's so I guess that would be giving him 3 threat if I did that, unless yeah, it would be 3 threat if I did that now. So all right, so I'll roll 5 die. Let's go ahead and take the threat. 5 die. I take it I get to use my focus.
Repairs and maintenance.
Repairs and maintenance, yeah. All right, and then complication range is 2. Fortune favors the bold.
So close to a comp. You can re-roll it. The 18.
Should I fish Vogel? I want some confirmation here. Should I fish?
Like I said earlier, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I
at this
know.
point with Comp 2, it's a little more risky, but
Yeah, I'm gonna fish. The captain would want me to fish, so I will fish. There you go.
Okay. 2 momentum gained. So you get your momentum back.
All right. Thank you.
And you start the hard reboot. As it indicates that it will take approximately 3 minutes to perform. About a few minutes after, as the core starts coming online, Tolan gets on. Says, "Oh, I've seen." Or he was like, "All right, I got control of the bridge here. The virus is indicating that core has gone dark. I am going to initiate the other planet, and I am setting the other computer cores into cascade mode. Sorry, Mr.
Acknowledged.
Solak. This is the only way to save the Navajo.
Is there anything that I'm doing that's of consequence, or?
As you're over at that other computer core, you hear running down the hallway of Orion's coming towards you. And in doing so, at that moment, you see that warning lights start coming on and the core starts overheating. And
Awesome.
what do you do?
Okay. I'm assuming somebody's initiating that somewhere else. It doesn't look like it was initiated by the Orions, correct?
Correct.
Okay, then since I have control here, can I put up 2 fields on either side of those Orions? I want to catch them. No.
You have to get
They're
into
coming my way, right? Then I'm going to find a position and get ready to start shooting.
Okay.
Because I'm at least going to keep them busy. That's my goal. I'm not looking to kill anybody, but the moment the door opens, I'm firing. Like there's 5.
Unless they shoot something deadly at you. You did vaporize somebody last week.
No, right.
And she's got no problem vaporizing again today. People are messing with her home.
Okay.
Don't mess with the Scotswoman's home.
I will come back to that in a moment. Solak and Vogel, you start seeing after a few seconds the core starts this computer core coming online, and it asks to input command codes.
And based upon his instructions at this point, I enter in my command codes.
And you enter your command codes, and it says, you put it in there, your name and all that stuff, and it goes, and it indicates Captain Solak. Starts displaying everything.
Solak just sort of cocks his eyebrow there, and interesting. Remind me to change this once this is over.
And Tolan's on the line, and you hear it's just like, all right, I got the other cores. They're on a cascade effect. They'll be shut down momentarily. You could be able to reconnect everything and take control of the ship. And you'll hear in the background a countdown of 25 seconds until self-destruct and clean on. So, and it 24. 22.
Tolan,
We have
get to a transporter.
Not enough time.
Wait, let's count that high?
He says
Solak.
not enough time.
Solak, do you think we could transport him from here?
it is possible.
Currently, this core is isolated. You have to reconnect everything.
It is not possible. Sorry. He's thinking if there is some way to remotely activate the transporter to beam Tolan over to the ship.
Okay, so this is going to be a timed task here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make this an extended task. So we'll just go the typical work 12.
So to set this up, Solak will turn to Bogle and he will say, I have a theory. I will need your assistance to enact it. We have very little time and it will need to be precise and efficient. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And we can begin.
That is a good point, Jim. Do I still have access to the shuttle?
Not. You would have to beam over to the shuttle and then try to use the shuttle's emergency transporter. Well, essentially, you're using the shuttle's emergency transporters. So you would have to remote access the shuttle, which you can do, but the issue is time.
Yeah. Still might be better with the ship. rerouting transporter control.
I didn't think about the shuttle. That was a good idea.
Yeah, if I was able to, I probably would have tried to set up some things before we got here. You know, it's fine though.
Yeah.
You're only gonna have 4 intervals here because this is on the wire essentially.
Mhm.
So daring plus engineering difficulty 4, work 12, 4 intervals.
Engineering difficulty 4.
And we'll make this a resistance of 2.
Resistance of 2. May I use testing a theory?
No.
Okay. Just checking something. All right. Character pays for an immediate momentum by adding threat. That's once per mission, and I think I've already done that this mission. Okay. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to buy a die with to activate cautious engineering. Now, if I want to roll to get 4, I'll just basically eat the threat. That gives us, eat the momentum. That gives us 1 momentum left. That's rolling 4 die. Plus, you're going to be assisting Vogel, right?
Yes.
All right. So cautious engineering. From my focus, can I use transporters, replicators?
So this is a multiple step thing.
Okay.
So you're reconnecting the computer core to the rest of the ship. I'm going to count essentially once you get to the final breakthrough, that's the transport roll.
That's the transport roll.
There's technically 3 breakthroughs. So first breakthrough is you're trying to reconnect the core.
Okay. Repairs and maintenance as a focus. Is that okay?
No. Well, okay, no, yeah, I'll take it. Never mind, because it's technically repairs. But
thank you. So I'm rolling 4 die with a focus, and then Vogel, you're helping me. I think the only other thing I can think of here is giving him a ton of threat to buy a 5th die.
Yeah, because we kind of need momentum. Well,
we kind of need momentum.
The hardest thing is going to be that resistance. So I would say, at least for this first roll, we would want to try to get momentum so that we could spend that momentum to try to create traits to cut the resistance down.
Yeah, that was a thought. All right, so how much
more work?
Yeah, so buy the 5th die basically.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so go ahead and I'll take the 5th die with threat. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so 5 die. Complication is still 1, correct?
Correct.
All right, complication 1 with a focus, daring engineering 5 die. Roll button. Oof. I'm going to reroll 1 of them.
Well, you can challenge a value before you do the reroll.
Challenging the value is basically like a determination, right?
So you challenge the value and then you spend it to then on another value to essentially you challenge the value to gain a point of determination, and then which you can then use to spend it by setting another value. If you challenge the value, you have to write 1 in its place.
Yes. But there's 2 that I'm thinking of challenging. The first one is trust but verify. A lot of what he's doing right now, there's no way for him to verify anything that he's doing. The other one is logic is the foundation of every solution. Logically, it would not make sense to try and save Toland right now. It would make more logical sense to regain control of the ship, Tolan knew what he was getting into. Sucks to be him.
Needs of the many and all that.
I would
These are the
actually
many.
take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take the logic as a foundation for every solution for if you're going to
Yeah,
challenge
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm going to challenge that one because it's very much not needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. So I'll and so you need a new value right now, right, to
No,
replace that one.
You
Correct. Okay.
replace that value at the end of the at the end of the.
At the end of the adventure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do that for a determination, and then I'll re-roll one of the failures as well.
What do
You
you?
can re-roll all of them.
I can
yeah,
re-roll the whole thing. Okay.
Well, you can reroll any number of. So you can reroll 4 dice,
All right. I'll re-roll 4. Thank you.
but you have to call a value. So what are you spending that determination on?
Mission objective. Well, no, it's not a mission objective. It's not. There's no mission to save him. So it would have to be never leave a stone unturned. He's I've got unfinished business with him.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay. So 4 die with a focus, daring engineering. Yeah, I love it. I can
But you
reroll
have
that
a reroll
complication.
spell.
Yeah,
You can reroll the complication.
yeah.
Nice.
There's your momentum.
Nice.
Okay, so I am counting. It's 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. Difficulty 4, so you gain 4 momentum.
Is that 9?
That's
From
kind of
his
yours.
first,
No.
from his first roll, because he had 1 success in
Yeah,
the first
I was
roll.
kind of that. There's 1, 2. That's 7. Okay,
Oh.
yeah, no. Yeah, 9. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, sorry, 5
Just
momentum.
5
Yeah, no,
momentum.
you're
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
That's currently 3 work
ahead.
being done.
all right. First things first, we are going to want to reduce the interval.
Okay, because
That's
that would
two
eat up 2
momentum.
intervals, so you're going to reduce that. So you're going to spend a momentum. All right.
Yes.
How many momentum is that? Is that 2 momentum?
It's
one.
one,
Just one.
just
Just
one
one?
for to reduce the interval.
All right. I think we should spend 2 to do an extra work.
Agreed.
To bring it up to 4. And then I would recommend that we use the other 2 to create a trait to reduce resistance.
What sort of trait?
Knowledge of the ship. Solak knows as things are getting reconnected, he knows how quickly to do it. He's done this before, or he's had situations like this before where he's had to do emergency reconnections and then do emergency beam outs.
Well, it's the trait involves this particular task. So what are you doing to reduce the resistance on this?
At some point, to increase his own efficiency, Solak created himself a backdoor into the system, and now he's
Oh, I like
accessed
that.
that.
I like that. Yeah. He's thought of this contingency.
It would make sense.
Like that.
Well, a lot of it's you're literally reconnecting power connect or essentially cables and redoing isolinear chips to make sure that you're bypassing the cores is what this task is entails. So I could
Sorry.
what I was gonna say is, I guess if you're wanting to reduce the resistance, there's one method you could do is you're just ignoring safety protocols. Which
That would be very Vulcan. He would calculate the time and realize that safety factors would need to be ignored or reduced in order to make the time commitment. He would calculate that. And he would be banking on the fact that he'd be really efficient and precise to make up for not being consistent with the safety factors.
Okay.
What I'm
You're-
basing yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Your 4 to 12 work done. You have 3 intervals left. You have the trait ignoring safety protocols, which is to lower resistance by 1.
We're down to 0 momentum.
Yep. Okay, you still have 8 more work to do on the task.
Right.
You still have not yet hit the first breakthrough. So you are still trying to reestablish the connection, so the difficulty is still 4.
I guess then at this point now, this is where I would just roll the 4 die. I'd have to give him threat to get that, right, Vogel?
Now, testing the
Oh.
theory will come into play now.
That's where testing the theory comes into play. That's where I was going to
Yeah.
get to. So now I get the 3rd die for free. I guess the question here also is that if I'm successful with the roll GM, I should be able to then have theory into practice, which would give me 2 bonus momentum.
Right. Which that's
Got
just
it.
extra bonus than being generated when you do the.
I'm very happy about this. I've never been able to use these talents. I'm very excited about this. Vogel, sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, I was just saying we don't have momentum for your cautious, but
Yeah.
it might be
Well,
all right.
it's consistent with me ignoring the safety factors, right?
Yep.
I'll buy the 2 die with threat, which will put me to 4.
Before you roll, I am gonna up the complication range to
What I figured
3.
you're going to do. Complication 3. Love it. Love it. I'm really excited about this.
So comp range is 3.
Comp range is 3, rolling 4 die. And Vogel, you're going to assist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless you think I should buy a 5th die, what do you think?
With a comp 3, I think we better.
Yeah.
little
Let's play it
safer.
safe. All right. 4 daring engineering.
Sorry, how many dice you gave me? 3 threat.
Should just be 2 threat because
2
one
threat.
of the
That's
dice
right.
is free.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I generated 2 bonus momentum with theory into practice.
Okay, so you gain a momentum, and you have 2 bonus.
Okay.
Currently, you are doing.
Go ahead. You got it.
I will press it.
We're all over it.
I know.
All right, we're at 3 momentum now because we've got the 2 bonus. So I'm assuming we got to spend it now.
Yeah, we should spend.
You're at 1 interval left.
Yeah, we got to spend 1 to at the very least cut the intervals.
1 to cut the interval.
Yeah.
Okay, you have 1 bonus left.
Yeah, 1 bonus and 1 banked.
And then we did 4 work from this.
Yes. So you're at 7 out of 12.
Right. So we haven't hit a breakthrough yet.
We did extra work last time. We should be at 8. And then we did 4 in this one because
we did 4
resistance.
Yeah. You do have a breakthrough. So.
Okay. So with these 2, with this bonus momentum and this bank momentum,
I think we need to keep the momentum pool, so that you can turn on cautious and potentially your chief engineer talent role.
Yeah.
So as much as I hate to say it, I think we got to let the bonus go away.
Let the bonus go. Yeah, you might be right. Okay, we'll let the bonus go.
Okay. You hit the first breakthrough.
Actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back real quick. Just checking walking encyclopedia real quick. I don't know if this is going to apply to me because basically it gives me a focus in a particular area, but it increases the complication. A lot of what we're doing right now, I already have focuses in.
Yeah, it's not going to apply,
So
and it's costs 2 momentum. So
yeah.
um,
Sorry, go ahead.
okay, so you've hit the first breakthrough.
Mhm.
With that, you've managed to you were able to reconnect this computer core to the rest of the ship. At this point, you now need to reinitialize, transfer all ship's functions to a new location. Essentially, you're trying to isolate all, the ship's functions to a safe area, so that way you're not going to get any interference.
And that safe area would be where we are right now, right? Is that
Right.
the idea? Got it. Okay. Basically, all ships' functions are being centralized at the panel that we're working from right now.
Correct.
Got it.
So this is going to be a control plus engineering difficulty of 3, complication range 2.
I will buy a die with momentum. That will give me 3. I will buy another die with threat, so take 2 threat. And you said the complication range was, sorry?
2.
2.
I was actually asking him the same question.
There you go. 2 like minds. With a focus, so the same focus as before. This is still part of the repairing work that we're doing. And then, sorry, I've got cautious and chief engineering. When attempt test to perform repairs, you may spend 1 momentum to re-roll. So I could potentially re-roll 2 die if I had a momentum. So
yeah.
All right, rolling. Booyah.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Solak and Vogel are in lockstep here.
And I got 2 bonus momentum from theory into practice.
Okay, so currently that's 7. You gain 4. And you have 2 float. You're currently doing that actually at 8. That actually completes the work track. So you manage to quickly isolate the ship's functions, and then like in unison, the minute you do that, Vogel initiates the transporter and beams. Where are you beaming Tolan?
Right next
Here.
to us.
Right to us.
As he's sitting there holding, he's like, whew, that's kind of close.
The other thing that Solak would do real quickly, he has no idea how close or how far away that D7 is to the ship. He would raise the ship's shields immediately.
Okay. You're using that with the bonus?
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to cut back over to the bridge real quick.
I very much want to roleplay one particular item with the bridge, if you will allow me.
Okay.
But if you go to the bridge real quick, I'll do it.
Yeah. On the bridge, Captain, you see, there's like shouting, orders to move the ship away. And one guy's like, I lost home control. And she's like, what do you mean? And then like all the consoles go blank. And all you see on the view screen is the D7, and it starts, ignites and explodes in front of the Nova, and then the ship shakes violently. As, they're kind of struggling, hold on, she kind of falls to the floor a bit, kneeling as the Noskin kind of holds his ground.
Solak chirps the captain's communication comm link and says, Solak to Captain Perone.
Let's see. Perone's hands are cuffed in front of him, so he will chirp back. Perone here. I'm a little busy at the moment, I'm a little tied up at the moment, Mr. Solak.
That is unfortunate, Captain. I do have promising news for you. The ship's controls are returned to me here in my particular area. The ship is under your control. Please kindly inform Dera and her Please kindly inform Dera and her counterparts that the ship is under your command again. Do you have any orders for me, sir?
Stand by, Mr. Solak.
She stands up, pulls out a dagger, and kind of aims it at you, Captain. Mr. Solak, if you wish to see your captain alive, you will hand over the ship to me.
Illogical. Sorry, go ahead. I'll let the captain answer that.
Perone's going to raise his voice and speak up to the rest of the people on the bridge. Gentlemen, my crew is regaining control of this vessel. You can stand down and take Miss Dera into custody on my behalf. And, well, I'll offer you the same deal she offered me. I'll drop you gentlemen off in a neutral starport. If not, well, I'll let the syndicate know that you all failed, and you'll spend the rest of your lives someplace like Ruapente. I should add too as well that should Dera here succeed in her threat to kill me, my Klingon spouse will hold all of you responsible. You gentlemen are familiar with how well Klingons take things like that, yes?
Give me President's Command opposed, and you're gonna be opposing Dera, because she's gonna try to, maintain control.
Of course.
So I will roll first here. Oh, what the hell? This is probably gonna be the final roll, so.
Okay.
I gotta one second. I want to re-roll.
Okay.
Difficulty 5.
Good thing we got that momentum for you, Captain.
Yep.
Yeah. I assume I got my determination back at the beginning of this episode. Then I'm going to spend it to the value sometimes the end justifies the means, since I just told a bunch of Orion pirates I'd let them go if they'd change sides.
Sure.
That wouldn't work. Looking at the rest of my talents, and then I will let's see, Presence Command. Really have a focus.
Diffuse the tension might work here.
Well, it says I'm trying to a task to persuade someone not to resort to violence. There'd be a stretch. I don't know if the
It's
GM
kind of
allow
a
it.
stretch because depending on what happens here, some of these guys might be thinking like, well, someone might remain loyal and this could be a firefight between us. So, it kind of depends.
Is that
Here.
a stretch that works in my favor?
It works neither in your favor or benefits you, and that's
All right,
the case for both sides. So,
speaking of stretches, could I convince you that I am trying to inspire these gentlemen to change sides?
yes, I'll take that.
All right. Then I need to give you. We'll split this evenly among momentum and threat, so I can get the full boat.
And minus how many threat? Sorry,
I got it. Took care of it.
you got it. Momentum.
And don't forget your veteran.
Yep. Well,
You got
gain
it.
of momentum.
And then let's see. I roll a die 20. That's not something I want. If it's less than my control score.
Nope.
No.
As the Nausicaa's kind of like, looking at you for a second, and then he immediately lets go of you and need to make a opposed daring security roll as he tries to grab Dera. He succeeds. He grabs her by the neck as he starts visibly choking her. It's been 2, but she is still kind of like in a grappled state. As the other Orions kind of look to see what's going on here, and she's kind of struggling. And is there anything else you wish to do?
Okay, so that's a different question. Wish to do and going to do are two different things, because what Perone would like to do is take that dagger and shove it through her throat.
That would be the very Starfleet thing to do.
No, it would not.
But it's a very Klingon thing to do.
It is. Do any of these guys? What I really need is a Federation phaser. Yeah. Any of these guys got one on them?
No, they all
I
have
could turn on-
disruptors.
I could turn on the intruder controls within the bridge. Basically, flood the bridge with anesthesia gas.
Well, if I borrow a disruptor from one of these guys and shoot her, it doesn't become deadly unless give you the threat for it, right?
Correct.
And then Perone will just look to one of his new Orion friends and says, "I brought that disruptor." I mean, I just did convince them to switch sides and surrender control of the ship.
They could just disarm her and like hold her, you know.
Well, I want to make sure she doesn't get an opportunity to reverse what I just did to her.
He takes the disruptor pistol and just lays it down on the ground like it just fell. Kind of going, looking around. I didn't do nothing.
And Perone will pick it up and stun her into unconsciousness.
Okay, you're gonna need an extra minor action for that.
I'll spend a momentum for that.
Okay. Right, so you're, picking it up as the minor. You know, take the momentum back. Are you aiming?
Yeah, just in case. I mean, I'm
Okay, that's the extra minor you'll need. It is going to be a control security difficulty 2, but the complication range is going to be 3.
Just real quick, that aim that he's doing takes the momentum, right?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
You say complication 3?
Yes.
I'll spend the 1 remaining momentum for a 3rd die. I have no focus in just shooting people. I probably should have just punched her out, but I'll take that.
Gain
It would
a.
have been a hell of a lot more satisfying anyway.
You pick up the disruptor and you take aim and shoot her despite being cuffed. She takes it, kind of like dropping the dagger. She's getting ready to stab the Nos again. I'm spending the last of her personal threat, but she's gonna go over. So she is going to take the disruptor burn injury. As she's like struggling, and she's going to attempt to break free. It's from the Nausicaan, which is 2. Get the threat back. She manages, despite being injured, she wraps her legs and manages to kick the Nausicaan in the face as he kind of shrugs back, and she falls to the floor. I'm going to spend for an extra minor. She gets up and runs towards the conference room.
Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! Stop her!
What do you wish to do?
Well, since these guys have switched sides, Pearl's gonna look at the guy at the engineering console and say, "Would you do me a favor and transport her to the brig, please?"
We don't have controls.
Oh,
all the screens are
and
blank.
over the comm, he'll say, "Mr. Solak, Miss Dera is in the conference room. Would you transport her into the brig, please?"
Yes, Captain.
And send a hospitality team to the bridge to arrange for temporary quarters for our Orion guests.
Acknowledged. Sending security to your location immediately.
Solak, give me a control engineering difficulty of 3, complication range 2, because she is on the move. Assisted by the ship's sensors plus engineering.
Control engineering difficulty of 3.
Yes, complication range 2. It's more difficult because she's moving, and the complication is you are down 2 other computer cores. So.
Okay. I can use my focus of transporters, replicators.
Yes.
All right. I'll buy a 4th die using threat. So Actually, hold on. Can I use I can use theory into practice here, right? Or testing a theory, because the last thing I did was a transporter thing, and this one would be a transporter thing, right?
Sure.
All right.
So it'd be
So
one
then
threat.
the momentum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, it'd be 2 threat to get the 4th die. It'd be 2 threat because I got the 3rd die for free, and to get the 4th die, I'll give you 2 threat.
Okay.
Comp 2, difficulty 3, 4 die with a focus.
I thought you were going to spend
Oh yeah.
the one momentum for cautious.
No, yeah, whatever.
Doesn't matter anyway. Well,
Doesn't matter.
ship the ship rolls 2 dice. It is comp 2.
The ship.
Or sensor science. Forget it's
Sensors
different
and
in 2E.
science. With sensors, I'm rolling 2
Yes.
2 die this time because of sensors with a focus.
Yes,
Complication is
still 2.
Complication is 2. And the ship screws it up.
Gain 2. There's a complication. She is beamed away, supposedly to the brig.
I beam her to the captain's quarters or something.
What's next? Well, I need to go probably back over to. While that's going on, you want to do something, Vogel, and then I'm gonna cut over to Knox.
Yeah. Did we do it? Did we take back the ship?
Yes, Lieutenant. Ship's controls are right here at this panel. It seems the captain is unharmed, and I believe that Dera has been transported to the brig.
And you'll just see in Vogel's expression, like kind of like a sigh of relief.
Solak looks at Tolan and says, "Hello, Mr. Tolan. Welcome aboard the Navajo."
Thanks. Thank you for the close save. Solak.
Your instructions were most accurate and helpful in regaining control of the ship. It seemed illogical for me to allow you to die on board that D7.
Well, I appreciate your logic. Glad it had worked out.
Lieutenant, are you all right?
We did it. We saved the ship. We did it.
Yes, we did. There are still other things to attend to, though, but it would seem that the ship is out of danger at this point.
Good. We did it. We did it.
Solak looks at her and is she like, all right? Is she gonna faint? Is she like visibly unwell? Like, what's her
Give me insight plus medicine.
difficulty of?
Difficulty 1.
Yeah, giving you those complications.
Vogel seems all right. You just think it's battle nerves.
Do you
As the
need to
humans
sit down
claim.
and do you need to sit down for a moment, Lieutenant?
We did it. We saved the ship. We did it. We did it.
So Solak is going to then contact security and have security go to the bridge per the captain's orders. And then he's going to make certain that the anesthesia gas is flooded out of engineering. And basically, he's going to initiate steps to get the ship back in order so that way the crew can regain control of it. If he doesn't think anything is wrong with her other than nerves, he's just going to start working.
Typical Vulcan fashion.
Hey, I had a bad roll. I'm sorry.
I know.
It's almost like, do you have anybody going to security into the brig?
Yes, security should be going to the brig immediately. However, Mr. Tolan, you will remain right where you are. You will not move. While I am appreciative of your efforts to help save the ship, it is important that you remain in my sight at all times while on board it.
I'm surprised I'm not under arrest already.
That would be up for the captain to decide.
And I'm going to hide everyone here
Ah!
as I drop Nox in. Nox, you're by the door. You see the door. There's a bunch of Orions. They kind of look at, they're getting ready to go through, and then.
Okay, so I'd like to back up to where they were on their way if I had a moment, and I'd like to ask a couple questions. Could I create a discharge in this room from the computer, like just a big computer, a static electricity discharge? And I don't care if it knocks me out, as long as it probably knocks them out.
You could, in theory, rupture one of the EPS conduits.
Sounds like a great idea, and I'm probably not going to be conscious for the end of this, but neither will they when they get in the room. So,
give me a daring plus engineering difficulty of 2.
Okay.
Set your trap.
Okay. Daring and engineering difficulty 2. And of course, I'm going to let them into the room, right? I want to get as many of them in there as possible. So daring and engineering. And I don't think I have any appliables. Do we have any? I'm seeing 3 momentum, but I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah.
Do you guys mind if I spend some momentum?
Don't mind at all.
I want to get all these guys in here. And I'm gonna bait them in the door. You green-faced losers! You know, whatever. You know, who the hell hired you? You know, and then I launch it.
So you want to use the momentum for extra die? Is that the idea?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Let me just make sure I do this right, though, because I've had some problems with the sheets. Okay, here we go.
So you're wanting to use the 3 momentum to buy 2 extra die, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that'll be a total of 4 dice.
4 die.
Okay, 4 die in the pool. And I don't really have screw it. Determination, too. I'm going to make sure these puppies go down.
Okay, you want to spend your determination?
I'm thinking about it. Nothing really applies other than Starfleet is my family. And of course, if I can knock a few of these guys down, but I've got 4 dice going. So, yeah,
Mission
you
directive.
know what? I'm not going to use the
kind of actively like damaging the ship here.
sure that we can fix
And you're not
it.
right. I will say like this: you're tempted to do like a controlled cascade, but you're not sure how far that cascade could go.
Can I limit?
if-
That's why maybe you
You-
increase my difficulty by 1, and maybe I can, make sure it doesn't get out of this area. Usually, when you got a server room, you've got floors and walls and stuff to just, to protect it. If there's any way I can utilize that, and that might be a reason to use a determination because I might be hitting a higher target number. I am trying to help everybody out on the ships.
I mean, I would take the underworld as my oyster as you're trying to do some underhanded,
Yeah, I
saboteur
agree.
stuff.
I agree. And it was an accident. Before they even got down the hallway, I'm just gonna make sure any recorders in the room.
I am upping the complication range to 2.
Ugh. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. So I'm using a determination. I got 4 dice and I'm rolling, but I'm not going to do it until they all get in here. So if I have to fire a few shots at the wall to bait them in, I want them all in before I launch.
Well, they're charging in, and they're still technically under orders.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
If it'll affect them in that position, I'll do it. But if they've got to get into the rotunda, I'll wait until they're in the rotunda.
No, you're doing it in the hall. So
okay, sounds good. Even better. I like
technically
that.
you would be here, but
okay, that's where I'd be then. I'm going to move back there. That's where I would have been. Okay, now I have to pull it up again. Hold on. I closed my. Okay, expand. Number of dice. 4. We are using
With determination.
With determination. Here it goes. This is how to blow yourself to kingdom come. Bingo. Okay. I hit roll dice. Let's try it again. Bingo.
No. I think you got it.
Okay. Hopefully 1 set came through.
None of them came through.
None of them came through.
I'm not on my VPN anymore.
No. It's got to be something with Foundry. If you leave Foundry, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and roll that for me so I don't have to bump into Foundry stuff? I permission you, GM. You know what I'm doing. Welcome to Caldos. This is a Caledonian welcome. That's what we used to say when I was running customs. Okay. And I probably knock myself unconscious too. But that's okay.
No, that would have been like a complication. That the rupture was, the EPS exploding was larger than should have been.
Oops. I will just tell Solok, my favorite chef and friend, oops.
There is now a plasma fire in this corridor, and you see this guy just kind of walking in on fire and collapse.
Okay. That means hopefully I got the rest of them. Can I make sure fire suppression goes on?
You're going to have to trigger it manually?
Yeah, I'll trigger it manually, even if I have to walk in there. If I'm confused about anybody's status, I just stun them. If there's, but if I got to trigger it, if I got to walk in there to trigger it, done. Don't want to kill him. Didn't kill him.
They were next to it's a plasma. Like, you ruptured the EPS conduit and exploding. This whole area is on fire. It's just
okay. Get the fire suppression going.
There is a canister next to you.
Grab it and start spraying. At least I can do that much for
fitness engineering difficulty 2.
Fitness engineering difficulty 2. Here we go. I'll let you roll it. And if I've got a momentum, I'll add it to it because putting fires out is good. Fire bad.
So you're spending the momentum.
Yes. Fire bad.
And you got a complication, of course.
You put the fire out, but in doing so, the flames are so hot, you actually you can avoid the injury, but you would take
Some
during this
stress.
time, like you can either take the stress damage here, which would be 4, or
Uh-huh.
you can collapse, which you would put the fire out, but you would essentially have an
collapse.
injury. Well, you would have an injury related
Take the
to
stress.
this. So
Oh, well, then I'll take the first option then.
okay, so we'll go ahead and just remove the 4 stress. As it got hotter than you expected, then you hit essentially close the conduit and you put the fire out.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of them. It kind of smells. It's very toasty.
It's
in
not
here.
pretty.
It's not a pretty sight.
It's not a pretty sight. But security is what I do. So I'll collapse back into the computer room with the guy on the floor and pray that other people have a better luck or achieving things. I at least know I shut this puppy down. And she'll slide down the floor. That was intense.
I know the player, I know he's not here, but isn't Van Dyer also in the computer core there with you?
He is.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that correctly. Yeah.
And if the Orion that came in is still on fire, I will spray him and put him out.
That's part of it.
Okay. I just wouldn't leave somebody burning there.
You'd vaporize one, but you wouldn't let him burn to death.
If you can save him, you can. I vaporized the guy because he wanted to play. You know? He got lethal, so did I. I know I can explain this to the boss, but Solok, he's going to be a little mad. I made a big mess.
Solak will not be mad. Anger is an emotion.
That's true. That's true. He'll have to agree. It was a logical move to disable them.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the brig. If you guys want to activate a supporting character, you can, or they'll just be nobodies for this part.
We probably want to have a supporting character down there.
I guess I could do a supporting character. Who do you want me to play? Who would be down there?
You have Gig, Marlo, and then there's
Oh yeah, because they would be security, so they would be pulled up. I'll grab.
There's Johansson.
Yeah, I'll grab Johansson, just a bottom one. I haven't played a Telluride before.
Oh, Gig is cool too. Yeah, Gig's fun.
Okay, I'll play Johansson. I pulled the character sheet up already. I just grabbed the last one.
So if someone else wants to play Gig, they can.
It's a gig.
I'll be Gig, sure.
Okay. I have no idea. Human, probably from Earth.
So these are the cells right here.
Yeah. As the two of you sort of rush in there, getting a call that someone needed to be in the area.
Well, all right, we're here. What are we supposed to be here for?
As you look, you notice the force fields are off, and you
Okay.
see no one in the cells.
Who was here before? Well, I guess we can't check it because everything's down.
Well, you got the order that Dera was being beamed in here.
Oh, okay. So we're to make sure. Oh God, she's probably
She's
buried.
not here.
Yeah, she ain't here. Go back on the group net. She's not here.
Gig is going to look up and see if he can detect her. Is there any power to the? I guess this is a console right here. Is that what this is?
Yeah, there's no power to the console because someone transferred all functions to the computer core.
That's right. There's no power here at the console. She's not here in the room. I can tricorder and see if I can find her on this deck.
I'm gonna scan around the room with my flashlight. I'm gonna have it right above my phaser and just see if there's any shadows or distortions.
The room's
indicating-
lit. The room's lit. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just looking around to see if there might be somebody hiding or a distortion field. She might have a trick and actually be here.
You don't notice anything.
Okay.
Gig's going to activate his tricorder and see if he can find her on this deck.
You activate the tricorder. You see transporter. You know that there was a transporter activity here recently. Give me a reason plus science difficulty 2.
So I got to activate him then.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm just going to make the note. And
So FY, the complication was the force fields were not activated.
Okay.
Right. So sorry about that. It is, what was the roll again?
Reason plus science difficulty 2.
Reason side. This is totally what Gig is good at. Totally. I'll buy a die with momentum. Rolling 3 die. I don't think he's got any focus that applies to this. He doesn't. Just gonna roll. Not even. Just not even.
You are not detecting her, at least nearby. You're not able to get a good sensor reading. And you find that there is just too many Orions.
Gig taps his comm badge and says, security to the captain.
Roan here.
Well, somebody screwed up. There was some sort of transporter activity here in the brig, but the force fields weren't up. I think she ran away, sir. I can't get any kind of reading or scan on her right now.
Well, she's not going very far since her own ship is space dust at the moment. Gather security teams and begin sweeping the decks for her. Make sure our cargo bay, our shuttle bays are secured.
Roger that, Captain. Let's start setting up some security sweeps.
Okay, we'll start setting up security sweeps. I'm going to look around for any signs that somebody popped open the flooring and went into the subflooring or the Jeffries tubes that might be between decks.
Good idea.
I'm looking around for that.
The floor between thing, it's literally probably like 8 inches. So
Yeah. There's no
it's
access
all
port.
conduit ports,
Yeah.
unless you get to a Jeffries tube. So
Okay, then I'm looking for Jeffrey's tubes. She's smart, to get off the the beaten path. I'll check to see if there's any other unusual accesses, storage areas, or something in the wall she could hide in. I'm doing all that stuff as Gig and I are
okay.
waiting for.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this double check the rules here. All right. Give me insight security difficulty 2.
Okay.
For both of us, or just
It's just
go
one
ahead.
roll. One person can assist. This is when you
Okay,
start,
I'll let
you know.
do it. You do
I'll-
it. I'll assist.
Yeah, I'll do it. Sorry, insight security. Difficulty of 2. Would you accept security protocols as a focus?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll buy a 3rd die with threat. And rolling. Complication man tonight. Go ahead, Johansson.
Okay, then I will give
Insight
it
security.
insight security.
Let's see if it rolls for you.
Okay, insight security. Any of my focuses apply? Energy weapons, security systems, SA, situational awareness,
I'll take
starship
situational awareness.
Cool.
You're rolling 1 dice.
One die. One die.
If it lets you.
If it lets me. Exactly. It is cursed here. Let's see, but I am using a talent with that. Here it goes. And something happened.
Okay,
That would be a
that's
success.
So
Yeah.
that is gain of momentum. As you
Just a-
begin searching the floor, the side of the deck, you realize that she entered into one of the Jeffries tubes, as it was, pried
I'm
open.
gonna just the Gig and point to the entry point. And do we think she's on our? We don't know if she's on our comms or not. So I'll just look at Gig. She went into a Jeffries.
All right. Have to go in after her. She could be anywhere else in the ship if she's using the Jeffries tubes.
Exactly. Do you think she can hear our comms? Do we call this up to the powers that be?
I hope she can hear our comms. Hey, we're coming for you, you dumb broad.
I like it. I'll call it back up. She's in the Jeffries tubes. We're following. And I'll jump in because that's the smart thing to do.
Okay. As you continue, give me a fitness plus security difficulty of 2. As you're, kind of
Both of us.
Yeah, trying to make progress. No, just one, and the other person will assist.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll roll it. Fitness security. Squad tactics. I don't know if you take that.
We squad, a team of 2. Entire team.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll buy a die with momentum, and so fitness and security rolling. Go ahead and do your roll.
Okay, mine is a 1 die.
Fitness and security.
Fitness and security. It's coming up. 1 die. I don't think I have any applicable focuses unless you let situational awareness apply again.
No.
No. So it's just 1 die, fitness and security. Here it goes. And something happened.
Yep. No, you didn't get it. But that's okay. I think we got the no
You
momentum
succeed.
gain, but yeah, we succeeded though.
Great.
Okay. As you get to the Jeffries tubes and you kind of follow a trail, you do see essentially a bit of a blood trail.
Okay.
Realizing she's probably injured.
Yep.
As you get up to the deck where you think she got off out of the Jeffries tubes, you notice that you're on the same deck where the shuttle bay is at.
Okay, call it in. She's on the shuttle bay deck. I'll call it out section, whatever. A.
And Gig says, Solok, make sure that the shuttle bay doors can't be open and the shields don't go down so no one can steal a shuttle.
And I'm going to move for cover immediately, so that, we've got some cover at least where we come out, because she could be anywhere here and start unloading on
Well,
us.
this is the part. What are you guys doing next? So, she's on this deck.
We're going to explore the deck here. We
Sweep
would
it as
call security to the deck, basically cutting off all exits and entrances, like secure the deck, and then have everybody move in teams of 2.
and we'll start sweeping it. She's probably
Sweep the
very
deck.
Give me presence security difficulty 2.
Presence security difficulty 2. Please take a die with threat. Would you accept squad tactics for this as a focus?
Yes.
Yep. Presence security difficulty 2 with a focus, 3 die. With Johansson rolling as well. Go ahead and do your roll, Johansson.
Okay, I am doing what am I doing?
Presence
and
security.
1 die?
And 1 die.
Okay. 1 die. I have no applicable focus. Here we go. And I didn't see a die.
Yay.
It was a flash of some kind. So
We got a momentum.
Gain a momentum.
right on.
As your able security teams, that are actually present on the deck, they come kind of running like, we've got her cornered. She's actually in the shuttle bay. She's entered one of the shuttles.
Oh God, that can be bad.
I'm trying to think here from a security standpoint. We can shut off power to the shuttle, right?
No.
We can turn off the shuttle. No, the shuttles have their own power. That's right. They have their own, essentially their own warp
Their
core.
own power. So from within, I would suspect she's like, she doesn't know engineering stuff. She's like, I know they can control power from the inside. She looks at Gig.
All right. I mean, we have to go in. We have to go into the shuttle bay and stop her.
We'll have to go into the shuttle, but if we can narrow down which shuttle it is, and we can get an engineer down here, maybe we can shut it down. We can go into the shuttle.
I mean, we can keep the shuttle in the bay using keeping the force fields up.
Yes.
But she could do some damage with that shuttle.
She can do some damage.
If she knows how to use it.
What I'd like to do is talk her out of it. Can I initiate a comm to that shuttle?
I mean, you can you can try. I mean, I don't know what you want to do.
Just, hoping she can hear. And I'll just open up the comm and hope she can hear and say, look, you have limited options. I believe that if you surrendered now, that would be taken into account by our captain. He's a fair dealer. Maybe not in cards. I'm joking. But that he will do a fair deal. And he'll go to bat for people, even people that he disagrees with. But it only gets worse from here. We've got the place locked down. And I'm not hearing any response, right?
Hold on. I'm checking something.
Okay.
She is going to sort of resist this. So this is going to be an opposed task.
Okay. Can Gig assist me?
I think it's her.
Ah, okay.
Ugh. At least to get a reroll.
She's got oh, there's a complication, but 2 successes.
All right, your difficulty's 3.
Okay. And we got 1 memento. I'm sure going to spend that. What am I rolling?
Presence command, difficulty 3.
Okay, that's not bad. I actually got a shot at this. And if I've got 1 momentum, I might be able to pull this off.
You're rolling 3 die.
And I'm rolling 3 die.
Well, do you want to give him 2 threat? You can roll 4 die. How's that?
Let's
Because
do it.
It is a
If
difficulty 3.
Yeah, if I can talk this gal down, that is.
And before you start, just a suggestion: log out of Foundry and log back in.
Or refresh. Okay.
No, just close your tab down, open up a new tab, go to Foundry, try it that way.
Okay. Let me do that then.
When in doubt, reboot.
Yeah, isn't that always the case? Okay, I'm gonna do that. It's gonna take me a minute.
No problem.
Go back in. So I have a certain way I go in, which is through our GM's account. I just have the stuff in there. I admit totally, because the GM's probably like, why does he always log in? Okay. Oh crap. Okay, hopefully this goes. Yeah, here we go. Oh, the highest. Okay, there we go. Oh God, it is really requiring me to, I don't know why, it's telling me it should be good. I logged in earlier. Hold on. It's that ain't gonna work fast. I don't know why, but it's giving me trouble logging in like I normally don't. Okay, it's private. I logged in before. It's all my crap. Highest die roll. There we go. Okay, I don't know why it's given me trouble even though I logged in before. Go ahead and roll it for me, GM. I'm sorry. I tried to make it happen faster.
I think I can do it. I
Yeah,
can roll for it.
I have my computer set up for the work I have to do, so I do have
it's fine.
on stuff
Yeah.
because
Presence
do.
command.
Different.
Rolling 4 die. Yeah, rolling 4 die
and praying.
and praying. Well, I got 3. 3 out of. It was a difficulty 3, right?
That matches it.
Yeah.
I might at least get her to where she's talking to
As
me.
Yeah.
the two of you are inside the the shuttle bit, or you're not inside the shuttle bit, but you're sort of like in the window area where you can look out and you can see the shuttle.
Right.
And you see it power on, and it then powers off, and she walks out clenching her side
Okay.
with her one hand raised.
Okay. I'll gesture to her so she can see that and I'll head on out to meet her. Thank you. I will go directly to Starfleet if I can, if I have to, and speak on your behalf. Do you have any weapons or anything you want to turn over before we have you sit down in the other room?
No, but I require medical attention, as your captain
Fair
shot
enough.
me.
I'm
The
sorry.
captain shot her.
I'll help her. I'll help her then and get her to sit down. And I'll call. We need medical attention in the shuttle bay.
Okay, real quick, what is everyone else doing? Or would like to do?
Knox is calling for medical attention.
You have managed to retake the ship.
Perone will be arranging for temporary quarters for our Orion guests, someplace secure, but not the brig, since they did help me retake. They did turn on Dera, and I promised I'd set them free if they did. I just need to find some secure place to hold them until I can find somewhere to drop them off.
Okay, well, you have space for that. Like, you have a cargo bay you can set up with bunk beds and give them all the amenities.
We'll
Knox
have them,
call-
we'll have them
It's
disarmed. Of
like a
course.
little camp out for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a camp out. Knox is going to call up to the captain. Hi, Captain. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Hi, I've got some injured down here by computer core 3. Burns a couple people unconscious.
Oh, they're dead.
I got some dead down here, sir.
Sorry,
I thought that she goes. I thought a couple of them might have survived, but it did not go that way.
Ours or the borders?
Yes, borders. Yes.
Very well. Have a crew transport their bodies to the ship's morgue.
Aye, aye, sir.
How did they? Well, you can come report to me on that later.
I'll
want
tell
to hear
you
the
about it
details
later.
of their death.
Yes.
Solak chirps in and says, Captain, we do have an additional individual on board the ship. Mr. Tolan is on board.
You managed to rescue him before Dera's vessel exploded.
That is correct, Captain. Where would you like me to have Mr. Tolan escorted to? I would suggest sickbay in case he is injured.
Well, run him by sick bay, make sure he gets checked out, and then bring him up to see me. Mr. Tolan should be considered a guest aboard the Navajo.
Acknowledged, Captain. And then Solak will tell Vogel to take Tolan to sickbay and have sickbay look at Vogel as well. The other thing Solak will do is he will inform sickbay that his crew, his team, is down in engineering and they're unconscious, along with a bunch of unconscious Orions. And that if they could go down there and get his team and take them to sickbay as well, that would be good too. Meanwhile, Solak will remain in the computer core, returning controls of the ship to their proper devices, their proper panels.
By the way, Mr. Solak, are you aware that my command chair seems to think that you are the ship's captain?
Yes, I am aware of that, Captain. Unfortunately, it is an error in the code that I am correcting presently. My apologies.
Either way, Mr. Solak, good work to you and Lieutenant Vogel and Mr. Tolan.
Indeed. Everyone is to be commended, sir, including my engineering team. They've performed their tasks very well in trying to regain the ship.
Absolutely. I will be sure to get me a list of names and names for commendations from everyone's section.
I will do so, sir. Captain, when we are at the point where we are ready to interrogate Dera, I would like to be present for that interrogation.
Interesting. May I ask why?
Personal reasons, Captain. I will give them to you at the proper time. Is that
Very well.
acceptable to you?
That's acceptable.
I am regaining control of your controls there in your ready room as well. You should have proper controls again. All command codes to the ship have been returned to you, Captain. You are once again in command.
Thank you, Mr. Solar. It might have been a short time out of control, but it was far too long for my taste.
Mine as well, sir.
And I look forward to Miss Dera's interrogation.
Indeed, it should be illuminating. So luck out.
Perone will check the star charts to find a suitable nearby place to drop off our Orion guests. I'm assuming we're not anywhere near Lycera Station.
No. You're closer to Cardassian space than anything else.
Yeah. We'll see if we can find a suitable neutral port to drop them off at.
There's a few. There's a couple areas you could do that at that's nearby. Come back to that in a moment.
Just a side note, GM. Within the span of time or whatever it is, Solak will eventually go to the med bay and see how Erica and Froten are doing. Like if they're all right, he would do that.
Sick bay's overrun. So
yeah, okay. Well, wherever they are, he would do that just to check in to see if they're all right.
yeah, I'm just gonna do one thing real quick before we close out the session. So
Sure.
Come in.
Captain Peroni, you wanted to see me.
Have a seat, Mr. Tolan. And Perone will stand up and extend a hand. I owe you my thanks, sir.
He returns the handshake. No need. This was once my home too. Plus, I owed you.
Regardless, the next time you find yourself in a tight position, reach out and give me a call.
I'll keep that in mind, Captain.
Meanwhile, Mr. Tolan, I assume you are a passenger since your brand new shiny old D7 went up into space dust.
Well, I wasn't really expecting to keep it, to be honest. There's still a lot of Orions on board that ship when she went up.
Well, they chose the wrong side. Where would you like me to drop you off, Mr. Tolan?
Same spot as usual. I can have someone come pick me up. Though you might want to maybe leave me to it gets a little cold there at night, if you don't mind.
Whatever you need, Mr. Tolan. Until then, enjoy the Navajo's hospitality. I consider you a guest aboard my ship. Don't take advantage of that, please.
I won't, Captain. Though I might help myself to 10 forward, though. Assuming your tactical officer's still alive, although maybe she has some brandy left.
If she does, first round's on me. I don't have any brandy, but I have a couple of decent bottles of wine in here if you'd like a glass.
How about a toast, Captain?
Sure. And Prone will pour a couple glasses of whatever his best vintage of Italian wine is in his office.
He takes the glass, raises it, and goes, to family.
Prone will match and kind of tink the edge of his glass, saying, to family. If you really want to learn about family, I can send you an invitation for my wedding.
Oh, I didn't know you were getting married, Captain. So I was getting ready to end the scene there, but no, I wasn't aware you were getting married. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, we're just really making it official, but as long as you don't have any problems with Klingons, it'll be all right. Should be a hell of a party.
I'm sure it will be. I'll make sure to bring the proper medication. As he kind of looks at you.
I'm sure it's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. I hear pain sticks are involved at some point in the process.
They are. It's been a while since I've been to one.
Well, at least it won't be boring. Yeah, I think with that, Captain, we'll drink to Mr. Tolan's health.
Yeah, and the two of you do a little small talk as Tolan regales at some of his, times on the Navajo and missions in the past, and talks about the last Klingon one he was at. And I think that will bring the session to a close.
Woohoo!